All right, here we go.
All right, we're going.
I love staring at all your faces while I'm
We
going.
are going.
All right, here we go. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. It is Wednesday's Wins and Wiffs of the week. You may be watching on a Wednesday, you may be catching up. Thanks very much for being here. We appreciate you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this episode exclusively in video form because we share our collectibles, our wins of the week, and occasionally we have a whiff, a big strikeout. All the boys are here. John's here, Brandon, Charles, and Christopher. I'm Shane. Thanks for being here. You can go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com for all of our links, our socials, our merch shop, and of course, you can find our regular episodes on your favorite podcast app or here on YouTube Sunday nights, and you can go back and catch up with us as well. Guys, hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
Charles won't say hello.
Hey, Charles. Hello, Charles.
I wanted to see how long it would take for you to notice.
Brandon,
How's
what
the,
do you have behind you there? I'm intrigued. Should I not jump the gun? Is that a win? Is that something new behind you?
Correct.
All right, good. It's catching my eye and distracting me. It's so pretty.
I guess we know who's going first.
So, did I get the story correct from earlier today? Charles spent $52 at Taco Bell.
$52. It was disgusting, like ridiculously gross. But John said that he also went for tacos, but his were 50-cent tacos. So
Yes.
I'm going to assume that his were worse than mine.
From Taco Bell? Same tacos, 50 cents?
No, Del Taco.
Oh, we have those here.
Yeah, 50-cent tacos
And then if you translate that, that's of the taco.
of
Yeah.
the taco.
Of the taco. There's also the difference between the price of items and in life in other parts of the country versus Long Island, New York.
There's no way that anything on Long Island would ever cost 50 cents. Never.
So one soft taco or one hard taco is $1.89.
That's what they are here at Taco Bell, yeah.
John's
okay.
eating like 4 tacos for the price of one here.
Right.
But at Del Taco, I got several 50-cent tacos.
He had tacos rolling around his back seat on the way home.
God.
He actually bought 17 tacos for each B-wing variation pilot phase.
I remember when
taco phases.
I remember when carne asada burritos were $5 and now they're close to 15. So
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
Well, I just found the whole story intriguing because if I remember correctly, back to when we started this show, $52 was the exact amount that Charles got from the toy shop when he traded in everything in 1995 and went and bought a satchel of tacos.
That was Chris. It was $50. And
Chris did it. See, I'm already messing up the whole story. It's been too long.
Story's
Well, the reason why you're messing it up, Shane, is because it's changed 9 times already with Charles. So
Oh, that is like the best story we've ever had on the show. All right, let's jump into the wins and whiffs of the week. Brandon is up first. Let's see your win of the week.
Thanks for having me on, Shane.
You're always welcome on this show, Brandon.
I had a different one of the week, but since there's an elephant in my room, I might as well talk about that. It is the toy toter behind me.
Oh.
such a hoarder.
That's
Such
what
a
I thought
hoarder.
it was.
I've actually had it for a while, but it was super, super dirty. And I just got done cleaning it earlier today, actually, and I just put it up. So got all the dirt off of it. It's actually in really good shape. Has all the wheels and all the railing and all the screws and everything on it. So it's actually pretty good. Got it for a smoking deal. Couldn't pass it up.
So what did your wife say that you clean your toy toter but won't wash the car?
Yeah.
Well, we don't wash cars here in San Diego because it doesn't rain. So, she actually liked the toy toter and thought it was going to go in my son's room. And I said, yeah. She goes, perfect. You can put. She says, what's that for? Is that a hamper? I said, well, I mean, I guess it could be, but
A toy
For
hamper.
all of Brandon's Star Wars
toy-
pajamas.
toy toter is what they were meant for, I guess. I'm not sure, but you can use it as a hamper if you want. You can put whatever you want in there, but I think we're going to put it in his room when he is a little older and not when he understands that he doesn't need to draw on everything with a crayon or a marker.
Yeah.
I think that's when we'll put it in his room, but right now he would probably destroy it within 10 minutes. So it's staying here for now.
Yeah. I would love to have one of those, as you guys could, I'm sure, guess 100%. But it's one of those things that you have to find it local. I don't know, unless you're some, crazed collector and you found like a mint one across the country and you didn't care and you're going to, have it crated up and shipped or something. It's not something that can be mailed easily. So
No, and they're pretty rare from what I understand. I don't see too many of them.
Rare.
But it was I usually don't buy furniture or anything like that. I know you got bookshelves and your Ewok house made out of cardboard or whatever it is.
I have a nightstand. Get it right.
Vanity.
But I couldn't. I saw this and I knew it was what it was, and I was like, oh, I can't pass that up. So
Yeah.
I had to grab it.
That to me, that's, you guys can disagree, that's more closely aligned with the toys than a nightstand or a bookcase or a desk or something like that. I mean, that was literally what thousands and thousands of kids kept their Star Wars toys in. So I'm all for it. I love that thing. I mean, we're not seeing all of it, but just even the blue color I'm seeing behind it is super bright. I mean, a lot of times
really
that's faded and worn.
Yeah, and it was super. I mean, there was black on the dome, and I had to scrub it off. And I took apart the railing and the legs and scrubbed it real good and got it, shining again. So luckily, I think it just been sitting in a garage or an attic for years and years.
If I came across that at my house, honestly, I would just throw it away. It looks like a piece of
He's
garbage.
so full of it. He's got a giraffe behind him.
It's just a piece of garbage.
Charles,
Sure.
I can believe. Chris,
No.
I cannot believe.
And I'm gonna shock you. That's probably the one thing that I probably would want. Is that.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't see me scrubbing the dome like Brandon or like reapplying a repro sticker on there because I know the sticker on that thing right now is not original.
Isn't it painted? Is it a sticker? I don't know.
It's all cardboard, or not cardboard, like particle board, cardboard ish. But it's a big sticker that's on there.
Okay.
That one looks repro.
It might be.
Well, all right. So let's wrap.
They make repro for these.
I know they do.
let's wrap this win up. I'm going to go to the expert, Charles. Can you be a hoarder if you spend hours cleaning a new addition to the hoarding collection? I feel like hoarders keep filthy, dirty piles of stuff. That's what I have in my head.
Yeah, that's kind of right.
He's a hoarder, but he's a clean one.
He's a clean hoarder. All right. Very good. We're going to go to Chris. Chris, you're up next. Share with us your win of the week.
Okay, it's time for the.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
It's time for the White Glove Show, guys.
There we go.
You should always know that most of the time when I have a win, the White Gloves are coming on.
Which PvP or POC is it now?
No. It's
UKG.
It's Glass Leet.
Glass.
So this is a C3PO Glass Leet. It is a AFA 80 plus.
Whoa.
And you could tell that the C3PO is a lot darker chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a copperish color. And finding these again, I know Shane's gonna say he always says this every week, but high grade it's difficult. It's difficult to find a Glass Leet like this and
So
a high grade.
hard.
Very, very hard. So so you guys know I'm on my journey over here trying to collect every COO. I want
which journey are we talking about? Because there's a journey on here of no
There's
COO, and then there's a journey through the messages that you're selling your whole Star Wars collection.
Follow Chris on his journey.
False.
Which one?
The journey is the COO. I haven't sold anything. I just keep telling you guys
the
that.
story is that stay on your collecting focus right now, and Chris is focused on every freaking toy he can grab his hands on.
Right. Correct.
Correct.
He's on a longer journey than Frodo with the ring.
Good thing is I have a toy toter to put all those figures in. So
Oh yeah.
you let me know.
Just dump that acrylic inside the toy toter.
The only thing that thing is good for is Charles's $52 bags of Taco Bell.
He's going to need that after the $52 of Taco Bell. All right. Very nice. Glass sleeve. That is one variant figure, international figure that jumps right out at you because the finish is so different. And I want to say matte. It's not really a matte finish, but it's certainly not a metallic finish. It's
not a metallic.
It's not a gloss metallic finish.
It's definitely more of a matte. I have that now. I have the Vader, and I have the Luke. So I really want the Han Solo or the Leia next. And then I think besides for those two, there's just a Stormtrooper, a Snowtrooper, and R2D2, and then that's it. I think there's only about 7.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Those were produced in Brazil?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's why they're so different. They weren't produced in China or Hong Kong and shipped.
It's like the Vlix from the Droids line that has the glass lead version, and then there's I think a Kezibon that's actually glass lead also. There's a Kez version of glass lead. So they didn't make a lot of them, but the ones that they did, you could definitely tell there's a difference.
And we've told this story in past episodes for some of our newer viewers or people that haven't seen every episode. The story that we know of is that there were no toy companies in Brazil that got the license early on. And so that's where Model Trem came from. There was a company that made models out of lead of different, I don't know, all different kind of toys. And then they started making, reproductions of the Star Wars toys in lead because there was no Star Wars toys available for kids in Brazil. And then Glassleet obtained the license and Model Trem had to stop right away because there was a legality to it.
How would people know that? I heard that Model Trem, everybody that worked there died.
From lead poisoning?
From lead poisoning.
Every kid running around with lead all in their pockets. Yeah, all over the place. All right, who's up? How about Charles? Charles, you have a win of the week for us?
So I have 2. I'll do my loose one first. So I got a Letty Lando skiff. As you can tell, he's extremely dark and really glossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's
he looks scared too.
There's no COO. I know Brandon likes to know why this is a Letty, so I had to go through all this. The helmet is extremely glossy too. It's super shiny. That's really the only difference I saw. And then there's a lettered staff.
What's the COO? Does it have one?
No, there is none.
Chris, that's a variant you need.
I have 9 of them.
Oh, okay.
No, kidding.
He's got a toy toter full of them.
My second win is I recently got this. I sent this into AFA. It is a Taiwan Boba Fett 85 plus.
Nice.
Now, not to ruin a future show we're going to have, but we are going to show the grading of CAS versus the grading of AFA and just show you what the difference is.
Okay, so that's a figure you sent in.
That's a figure that I sent in, yeah.
Okay. Very nice. 85 plus Taiwan is...
It's extremely hard to get.
Yeah. Yeah, and another Letty for the collection. Very nice. Is that Lando helmet, is that a little bit lighter in color than the standard? Maybe I'm just picking up, the gloss of it, but...
And maybe just picking up the gloss.
Okay.
It looks the same.
Okay.
I got to send
So
it.
you were asking Chris, he was yawning.
Sorry, guys. It's been a long day.
Oh, were you super busy today?
Yes, we ddid all the Christmas decorations today.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I know you were
so
busy. So,
Yeah.
so
I thought
busy.
you hired somebody for that.
that's for the outside, John, not for the inside.
He actually fired the person who does all the hiring, so he has to hire them. So he's a little behind on the hiring.
He's the GC now, John. He had to take over the GC job and manage all the employees.
Yeah, so I'm doing that now.
Yeah, this guy's so busy. All right. All right. I have a win of the week here. This is not a fancy or expensive thing, but just for the focus, the collection. It's a Marvel comic. Let me get my myself in here. Marvel comic with an alternate cover. Princess Leia Organa, Bosch disguise. It is it's a Star Wars Marvel comic. You can see the Marvel logo on there. I'm not a comic book guy really, and I don't know the line of Star Wars comics this came in, but they did a bunch of these alternative covers so hard to get. They did a bunch of these alternative covers with different figures made to look like the original vintage packaging with the figure in there. So love the cover. I flipped through the comic. It's in just looking at the storyline. It's got Luke and Leia, and I see some like more modern characters in there. It looks like Two Tubes is in there from Rogue One. So that's a recent modern comic with Leia on the cover. That's my win of the week.
Nice.
So nice to throw that in the back of the shelf as kind of doesn't take up a lot of space, but gives you a nice background to the other collectibles on the shelf. John, any win of the week for you? Not this week. Okay.
Nothing. No.
Fancy hat.
Fancy hat here.
He got 50-cent tacos, so that's a win.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
win. Yeah.
Our hat must have got lost in the mail.
Do what?
Our hats must have got lost in the mail. Thanks, John.
You haven't got them yet?
No.
It's still locked in the vault.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want to hand?
I see what
You want to hand us one like you did the Christmas tree cakes?
I wanted to. You're talking about hats. I wanted my win of the week. It was something that's not easy for me to show, but my wife got me for Christmas a thing that hangs in the back of my office door that can hold hats, and it's not a collection win, but I've got hats. I've gotten hats, with our logos on it and stuff, and hats for the show because we wear hats. I had a handful, before, but now I've got a bunch, and they're like floating all over my bedroom and my office, and now they're all hanging on the back of the door. So that was another win of the week for me, is I've got able to grab a hat for the show on a moment's notice. So all right. So do we have a whiff of the week?
I got one little whiff,
Okay.
unfortunately. So I got a collection. It was someone who reached out through email, and it was like a bunch of loose figures and stuff. And he sent it in the mail, and right away I could just hear so much noise coming out of this box. So I'm like, oh God! I'm like, what is going on in this thing?
You never want to hear noise in a box.
Yeah,
there's almost no time.
you ordered chickens.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm holding this box, and like, I hate to say it, but I'm actually shaking this thing because it's just like I'm amazed by like the sounds that it's coming out of this thing. So I open it up. Nothing is wrapped up at all. There's no bubble wrap. There was like white construction paper on the bottom and then on top, but that was it. It was like 40 something loose figures that were like incomplete. A couple of little ships, some other like little play sets and stuff, but nothing was wrapped. So I'm like, oh God, here we go. So nothing was really that nice anyway. Like, I'm talking about like mint stuff. But as I opened it up, I'm looking through it. There's like hair everywhere. It was bought from like a man, I
Brandon
believe.
loves that.
But there was just so much long black hair all throughout this.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then one of them had like a dead like silverfish. In one of the vehicles, like it like tipped over and like there's like dead like insects coming out, and I'm just like, wow, I'm like, this is what it's like to like buy collections. Like you have to go through the filth sometimes to get the gold. Like, so it was. I was actually okay with the dead insects. It was the hair that just really annoyed me.
Yeah.
Was it straight hair or was it curly?
It was actually straight black hair.
Short and curly.
So this guy had long black hair.
Okay, so you know where it's from then. It's from his head at least.
Yes, yeah.
Or
Okay.
But stuff like that, I just find it to be disgusting. I'm like, we're not talking one piece of hair here. We're talking about at least 10. And it's like, don't you like look through the box and like you're careful when you're packing this stuff? Like, it's just gross. But unfortunately, I'm sure everyone's used to this. When you buy collections and you buy toys, this is the stuff that you come across a lot.
Yeah, something like that happened to me one time where I opened up a box of stuff and not only was there some hair in there, it was, how the figures sometimes get a little tacky.
Yeah.
Like and sometimes they can be cleaned up and sometimes they can't. It's just the plastic. And it was like a combination of that. It was like some hair in there and they were tacky and sticky. And I'm just like, I just can't deal with this. Like, this isn't worth anything of my time. But you just take that out to the garage is like the best you can do. And just like, I want this out of my house until it's,
absolutely, clean.
And that leads us back to the beginning to Brandon. I mean, I give him props for getting something and cleaning it up. And when it's a harder to find, thing that you really want. But if you come across a collection with like dirty vehicles, and I'm not sitting there with a toothbrush and like scrubbing, cracks out of a Millennium Falcon. Like, it's just, at that point, it's like, okay, this has got to go get passed on to somebody who's interested in doing that. And you be descriptive about it.
I am. I actually love it. I love every second of it.
Yeah, cleaning them up.
Yeah. Not
if it's something for my collection,
not like the hair and stuff like that, but like I do enjoy sitting
dust.
there and like cleaning it with a brush and using the soap and the water and wiping it down and going through each toy. I'm just like, because it's kind of like something that I've always wanted to do, like as a job, and here I am actually doing it. So
yeah.
Your favorite character in Toy Story was the Toy Meister? The Toy Meister that cleaned everything and stitched up Woody's.
I don't even know who that is.
that was his goal in life, was to sit there and clean the crevices out of it.
Always growing up as a kid, I always wanted to clean dirty Millennium Falcons.
Awesome.
Those are tough to clean.
Yeah.
I have one. I still have one. I have 3 of them, and I was going to, piece together like the nicest pieces. That was like my original goal. And there's one out of the 3 that it has the nicest stickers on it. And it just needs all those like crevices in the roof all cleaned out. And I'm like, when am I going to sit here for 2 hours and clean this thing? So
you're so busy. You're so busy.
Even if I wasn't busy, that's just not 2 hours that's not something I want to be doing.
I know, but you're so busy though.
Oh, we're a busy show. Busy guys on a busy show. All right, folks. That is going to do it for Wednesday's Wins and Wiffs. Thanks very much for watching here on YouTube. We appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below. Let us know what your favorite win was. And if you've had a whiff like Chris did, have you ever gotten in a small collection and it is just a bucket of filth? Let us know. And we will be here on Sunday for our podcast episode. We have some great interviews coming up soon. We have some fun stuff planned for 2023. So come on along the journey with us through sharing our wins and whiffs and interviewing folks that are in the collector hobby themselves. Thanks very much. We will see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys.
Follow us on our journey.
Bye-bye.
Journey.
I won't say bye.
You just did. Bye.
People love the goodbyes.